Hey, what's happening, guys? No day trading for me today. It was an election day, and typically, when we have statewide elections, we have issues with the internet. It's slow because all of the polling places they use up the internet, and I've got like three or four that's very close to me. So every time we have that in an election, we always have issues. So I made a decision not to trade today. And it worked out pretty good because Thinkorswim crashed. So just imagine if I was trading or trying to trade and my main charting platform crashed. It would have made for a pretty interesting day. So things worked out okay for me. We did do a couple of swings, and so that's what I'm going to recap and talk to you about today. But real quick, I know all of you guys have seen the 3 C's of life, is what some people like to call it: choices, chances, and changes. And the fact that we must make a choice to take a chance or our life will never change. But in reality, by not doing anything, we are making a choice. We're making a passive choice just to accept things the way they are. And with so many people, not happy with their trading performance and where they are and in pursuit of their trading goals, they're kind of stuck because they're not willing to take a chance. Maybe they've been burned in the past, or maybe they're reading that, hey, you don't really need all this. You can do it all yourself. Whatever the case is, you're going to have to take a chance. You're going to have to jump. All of the people that have been successful in this, including myself, I had to take a chance. I sat back and I chose to sit back and do nothing and expect that all of a sudden one day a miracle will happen and I start making money trading. And it doesn't work that way. If you're not happy, you're going to have to make a change. You're going to have to choose. It doesn't matter where you go, who you work with. It doesn't matter. You just have to make that change so that you're not sitting there continuing to accept loss after loss, struggle after struggle. You want to start to see progress. So just wanted to throw that out there to you real quick. Now, I want to answer a question. And evidently, this inner circle deal is getting popular. And I'm getting questions all the time about, when am I going to have an inner circle and all of this. Well, the reality is I've had one all along. It's not something new. And I'm not going to change the name. It's going to continue to be, the enhanced mentoring program. That's the inner circle. And I've had it since the beginning. Since I started this community, it's been here. And, I am, because you guys are asking for it, I am going to change a couple things to it. The first thing, I'm just going to, 9 hours seem to be kind of an odd number. So I changed it to 10 hours. And I haven't really announced it, but that's what I've been doing. 10 hours of one-on-one mentoring as part of that program. You get 1 year subscription to the education community. And what the education community consists of is a chat room access where I'm in there every day trading live or not trading if the market dictates that I sit on my hands, then that's what I'm going to do. But the whole point is me demonstrating to you, what you need to do in order to be successful as a trader, to grow your account. My focus is helping you guys grow your smaller account. That's my number one priority. And I'm going to stick to it. Because you got to have a model of success. So you get all of that. The live classes, we do up to 3 live classes a week. a swing trade class, a day trading class, and then I have a general education webinar to where you can request what you want the webinar to be on. And I take those requests and I develop that. And that's once a week as well. In between sessions throughout the week, email, tech support, I encourage these traders that I mentor with to send me their charts, send me their journal, so I can look at it and I can give you feedback throughout the week as well. Plus, I can study before we meet. You know, so you got that opportunity right there. Also, everybody's been asking me for the past year about a meet and greet event. You know, when am I going to do a meet and greet event? I've been trying. Honestly, I've been trying my best to put one together. And I have not been able to get far because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I've got my sister-in-law does this for a living. And so I got with her and she's going to help me put it together. And so I plan on, we should have that in place by the end of the year. You know, have one to where the end of the year for all of you guys that are in the mentoring program that, you know, have shown me that you're dead serious about what you're doing and you're serious about wanting to learn this and to grow. You know, I don't mind giving back. You guys know that. So I've always had an inner circle. It's always been here. It's just under a different name. It's called the Enhanced Mentoring Program. Again, I'm not going to change it. So if you guys are interested in it, shoot me an email. You know, I want to talk to you, and you know, you'd be surprised. There's some unannounced specials that I'm not going to announce them because I only want the people who are really serious about wanting to learn and to grow and is willing to do the work. You know, so I've got something that probably will blow your mind, but you guys need to talk. You know, we need to talk. All right, so the SPY has been working pretty good. And I use the SPY to kind of give me an idea of what the market is doing overall. You know, the SPY is an ETF for the S&P 500. I look at it. I look at the S&P E-mini futures in the morning because I like to see how it traded overnight to kind of give me an idea of what we're going to expect in the market. I mean, it's not etched in stone, but it kind of gives me an idea of what we're going to be looking at. So the SPY is really, you know, it traded in a channel here for a while. And then once we broke out, you know, our swing trade started to really work, you know, really good. Here they just kind of hung around and didn't do much of anything. And now we've seen some pretty good moves over the last 3 weeks, or 2 weeks really. So I got in this FSLR yesterday. You know, we were looking at this the other day and it kind of set up. It opened and it gave us a trigger, but then it sold off. And then yesterday, you know, we based off this support and I was able to grab it. I got it a little bit later than I wanted to, but you know, I got in and we're working it. And I can't remember where I got this picture from. I know I got it off the internet, but I can't remember who I need to give credit to or if there was ever a name. But this gives a perfect example of the strategy that we're looking for when we take these oversold trades. You know, here's a perfect example right here where we had the big sell-off like right here, we started to slow down. The candles got smaller. We started to make that curl. And then once we make that curl, we take our entry and we ride it up. And typically, I'll ride it up 8% or so. But a lot of times we'll run into the 20 EMA, and that's usually my first target, or another EMA or something like that. But that's pretty much how it looks. I got a clean chart so you can really see the pattern emerging. And this is what we're looking for, again. And you can see it doesn't make a perfect hook. It doesn't trade perfectly all the time. Here we got triggered an entry just about, but then we sold off a little bit more. That's why we always need to look for support. We need to look for support that it could be turning off of, because if not, it could be a fake and it can pull back and fool us. So we got a position in this, so I'm going to look for the next couple of days to see if we can make this hook. 5650 is my 8% target, but we're going to leave some on this to see how far we can go. Because you see, we can get a pretty nice hook here. The other stocks I'm in, you can see PLNT. We talked about that. We took profit on it last week, so I got a couple hundred shares left. And been holding S since the beginning of May. So still holding it. It's starting to make some moves now. So I'm pretty happy with that. So the PLNT, this was a 20 EMA crossover move that I've had to hold for a couple weeks. And we finally broke out, to our 52-week high. We had a pullback day here, but we were still in profit through all of this. So I'm looking forward today to continue that move up. If we can, I'm going to hold on to it. If we break below here and we start to lose some steam, I'm just going to lock in the rest of my profit and move on. These are not designed to be traded like day trades. So, you set it and forget it. You don't watch these tick for tick. So at the end of the day, if it looks like on the daily chart we're giving up, then we take it off. And here's where we took profit on PLNT last week. So you see we got profit here right at 43.90. And we stayed in profit here because our entry was at 41. So still holding firm. And then here's S. This is the other one we're in. Made a nice solid move yesterday. In case you're wondering, I'm having to finish this video the next morning. I ran out of time the night before and had some things happen. I didn't get to finish the video, so I'm having to finish it here the second day. So it's already Wednesday morning, and we're hoping that this is going to continue today as well. So that's about all I've got. Didn't take any day trades yesterday. Haven't really taken one today. I'm sitting here waiting. The market just hasn't been inviting. It hasn't opened the door and let me in yet. I came close on a couple trades, but thankfully I didn't get a good entry and kept me out of the trade, and it didn't work out anyway. So I'm guessing the price action that it was doing just kind of kept me and gave me the right answer. So we'll see coming out of lunch, finishing this up here at lunch. And hopefully I'll have a day trade or two to talk to you about later on. Oh, I did take an all-day hold on NXPI. So if anything, I'll have that either win or loss to recap today. All right, so see you guys a little bit later on.